Hello there, everybody. Welcome back. I'm here to be talking about Helluva Season 2, Episode 4. Now, before we dive into it, I'll just let you know there will be some spoilers because it's been a couple days. I gave it some time to just, sit on the episode. I rewatched it like 2 times and all. So, the basic premise is how it starts with Stolas talking with Stella, about getting the divorce, going through with it, and Stella's brother's there out. Andre for this. I know I pronounced it wrong, but Andre, we'll just say that. And basically Stryker makes his return, who originally was played by Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead, but they replaced him with a different guy because I guess either Norman was too expensive to bring back or he was too busy or whatever the reason is. But the guy who replaces him did a pretty solid job, but I'll get more into that. So he gets captured by Stryker, and the M&M crew, Millie and Moxie, are sent to go save him while Blitzo is taking his daughter to get a shot. So that's like a side plot, and that's where a lot of the issues really come in with the episode, at least in terms of the fans. Now, what I think of the episode, I thought it was pretty solid overall. I enjoyed it. It wasn't the best of the series or anything like that. And I've noticed with season 2 in particular, it feels like each episode there's just lots of people complaining about, for example, tonal issues, how you'll have a scene where it's really, dark and serious and all, and then it just cuts to something stupid and silly. So a lot of issues some people have is like there isn't a set tone for a specific episode, which you feel like in season 1 kind of had that. Like there were some fun moments and all in like some episodes in season 1. But in season, but there was also some serious moments as well. And I just thought the tones, like that's just what people's complaints are, how the tone was more balanced. And, you could tell what episode would be a serious one, like the Ozzy's episode or the Sea and Stars episode, like those 6 and 7 of season 1 had a more serious tone and really dived into the character psyches that they were focusing on, for example. But then you had some fun episodes and, lighthearted episodes in season 1 as well. So with season 2 though, how I feel it is one of my main things with the season overall was the first episode. I personally thought, the circus one where it shows more Stolas' backstory, how he met Blitzo and, all the events when they first encountered each other with that affair and all. I personally thought that should have been the finale episode for season 1 since it's so close together with the Ozzy's episode where it's in present time, the Ozzy's aftermath. So it just feels like I think a lot of people just kind of got off to a rough start with the season, and now they just seem to be nitpicking and criticizing certain parts of the episode. But this one, I thought the new guy who plays Stryker was great. There's more to his character. Like I don't know, it's just parts of him kind of seem different than the first one, but I kind of like this Stryker more, honestly. He was pretty funny. He seems kind of full of himself with that statue of him in his little man cave he's got going on. They kind of show hints of why he hates, the royals and all, but then it shows hypocrisy because he's, working for royals and Stella and Andrefius. So it's like, it's kind of funny how they add more to his character. There's a really cool fight with Moxie Millie fighting Stryker to save Stolas. I thought that was great. The song choice, the Western song and all was cool, but once it played that pop type song, I just thought that whole sequence was really fun. A major complaint though that a lot of people have, and I sort of am annoyed with, is how Blitz didn't go save him. But I'm looking at the long game because I believe the creator said that the relationship between Stolas and Blitz is kind of a long burn. So you're gonna have moments like this, and I think all these moments, like you can really picture that this is going to lead to some major falling out or maybe resolution or something. Because you just look at, for example, like Blitz doesn't even visit the dude Stolas in the hospital, and you see he goes through the text messages to where Blitz sends him a text saying get better and all, and you just see he tried to talk about Ozzy, Stolas did, about what happened and all, and Blitz is just blowing him off. Which I just think as each episode goes on, I hate Blitz more and more. But and then you're supposed to feel bad for him because episode how he has that hallucinogenic stage where everyone he loves or cares for leaves him or goes away, but it's all his fault mostly because he pushes people away and he does these really damaging traits that are part of his character where he doesn't show that he cares for them. He pushes them away before they push him away in his mentality. And so like I know what they're building towards, and a lot of people just are not liking it, but I kind of will defend it, I'd say, because I just know it's building to something. And I even saw the creator said that this season is not going to be 8 episodes, it's going to be 12, which I was like, oh man, that's great. So there's a lot more. We're only on episode 4, so there's so much more to go through to get more development for these characters and see where they end up at the end of the season. So I'm personally fine with it. It's tough to sit through some of this because you want these characters to be happy. You want them to, because there's just so much there, angst-wise and story-wise. You want them to have each other and, be together and all that. But you got to get through these type of phases to make it satisfying, to make it worth it. So I appreciate them trying this. And, I know it's getting pretty divisive amongst fans, at least on social media and all. But personally, I'm okay with it. But with that said, I still think that B-plot with, Luna getting the shot, I just felt like that took up too much time. And I felt like the whole Striker thing was kind of rushed. I do think, there could have maybe been a few minutes more, or even take away from that other plot, because they kind of really... I think for the comedy jokes wise, they really dived on that part, since the other part was, Stryker torturing Stolas and all that type of stuff. So, I don't know, it's kind of, I do agree it was a bit of a balancing issue, where that plot was obviously the most important for the story and all. That should have gotten a bit more focus. But for what we got, it was alright. The animation, though, as the episodes go on, do get better and better, and I have to appreciate that. Because, I think their release strategy is a bit better. But, because last year we only got 2 episodes in the whole year. Already we're in May and we've already gotten 2 episodes so far. So, and we're supposed to get 2 more before the summer ends. So I wonder if maybe that's part of why the story and script parts are a bit iffy amongst people thinking, because are they going too fast? But then again, I think they've had over a year, because some of these stills we saw from a year ago when they announced, the next season. So I don't know what the issue is going on here. But again, I know it sounds kind of like a mixed bag, but the performances were pretty solid. There was a contradiction issue where the main part that everyone talks about, where Blitz sees what happened with Stolas, and he was like, he can get hurt. Which kind of contradicts, because I didn't really pay much attention to it, but now I saw people bringing it up where he knows he can get hurt because he saved him with the first Striker appearance with that Angel sniper rifle thing. So, I mean, there's just some stuff that are kind of obvious, errors. But again, I enjoyed the episode overall. There was a bit more that I thought could have been done better. The performances were solid, the animation was good, and I enjoyed the episode. It's just there was more issues I've noticed with it than I would say I've noticed with previous episodes. But again, that's pretty much all my thoughts on Helluva Season 2, Episode 4. Again, what do you all think of my thoughts on this? Please let me know down below in the comment section. Did you think it was phenomenal and well done and no flaws, or did you have issues and gripes with it? Please let me know. And if you want to hit the subscribe button and the bell as well to get notified when I upload, that'll mean a lot to me. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye!